Hi everyone, in the last video we learned how to create our first class here in GradeChum. So in this video, I will show you how to create your first activity in your class. So to create an activity, just click this create activity green button and then click create new. So there we have steps that we have to follow to create an activity. First is to enter our activity name. So for example, and then for step two, this is where we'll be adding all the items of our activity. For example, our questions and our choices if there is an MCQ. So here in GradeChum, there are three ways to add items here in your activity. So first is to upload a questionnaire, then or auto-generate tests with AI, or add new tests, which is you add items from scratch. Like you do things from scratch. But I'm sure you already have a prepared questionnaire from your previous classes before. So we recommend that you upload questionnaire instead. So just click upload questionnaire. Then you can read the instruction here. So we can support this kind of format for files like PDF, document, PowerPoint, and text, then size must not be greater than 10 megabytes. For multiple choice questions, you can only retrieve up to 5 options per item. Then, if no answer is provided for an item, an answer will be generated automatically. So, I have here a sample questionnaire that I will be showing you. So, this is my questionnaire. As you can see, there is a multiple choice, 8 items, then an essay and problem solving. And if you've noticed, there are no answer keys on my MCQs or rubrics in my essay and problem solving. So once I upload this to GradeChum, GradeChum will be the one to mark the answer keys and generate a rubric. But we also recommend that after uploading your questionnaire, you review the items just to be safe that the answer piece mark was correct, were all correct, and the rubrics set was also to your preference. So let's just wait for GradeChum to import your question. So as you can see, the questionnaire was now uploaded. You just need to review. So my items for MCQ already has an answer key. And if ever, for example, you notice that the marked answer key graduation was wrong, you can just click the letter of the correct answer and it will be changed. And that will be your answer key or the correct answer key for the item. You can also set the score here for each item and then for this item, then if ever the question or the question has multiple answers, you can also do that by clicking this button here and you can also choose the scoring mode. Like for example, there are three answers for this item and the scoring mode is all correct answers are required. So these three letters must be what the students will answer or have as an answer for them to be checked in this item. Or you can also set it to any correct answers or partial credit. That's it for MCQ. For essay, so this is how it look like. This is your question. And then this is the initial generated rubrics by GradeChum. So you can also edit each rubric name and description. So just click on the box and you'll be able to make your changes. Then by default, there are 5 criterion per rubric from excellent to incorrect. And again, you can change the description. You can also add a new rubric here. Click add new rubric, for example, grammar. And then you can generate the description by with AI or creating your own. So if we generate with AI, it will then give you the description for this rubric, and you can change the score per rubric here, and you can also delete the rubric that you don't want. So if you don't like the initial set of rubrics that GradeChum has given, you can always regenerate the rubrics. If you click that, essays have two checking type, which is objective and subjective. So you can choose between the two, but for my question, it will be subjective, and you can also choose the grading level. So we have preset levels here, just the default that five criterions from excellent to incorrect, but you can also choose the other preset grading level here from simple, which is strong, partial, or weak, and then there's also the pass or fail level. And if you have your own grading or scoring guide, you can also add a custom one here. Then just input your description or what how you want to grade the answers of the students. So for example, in this one, then click create personalized grading. So it will then be added as one of the grading level. So you can choose that and then regenerate the rubrics. So then regenerate the rubrics of your item. So that's it for essay. And for problem solving, so it's likely the same with essay. You can also edit the rubric name, the description, and by default, again, it is set to the detailed grading level. There are five criterion, which is excellent to incorrect. Then you can also add new rubric or delete, and then you can also view the AI generated answer for your item. So once you click that, you will see the step-by-step process on how to answer the item. And you can also edit the answer. After editing, it will update the rubrics that you have here. So you can also regenerate the rubrics. And for problem solving, there are three checking types. So sequential step by step, which has flexible and specific method, and then final answers only. So depending on your preference, you can choose between these three. And again, the custom grading level that you have created from the essay will also be saved, or you can also use it here for the problem solving. So you can also add another custom grading level if you want. So for example, we choose the effort rewarded, the grading level that we have created, and then regenerate rubrics. As you can see here, the criterions will only be there will only be three from full credit, partial credit, and no credit. So the same as all the activities or assessments that you have given to your student, you can also add as many tasks as you want in your activity. You just click this add task here, and you can add another questionnaire, auto-generate task with AI, or make a new task from scratch entirely. So let's say you want to add a new item on top of this uploaded questionnaire. Just click this add new item button here, and then these are the item types that GradeChum can check. So multiple choice, identification, enumeration, essay, problem solving, code and paper, and visuals. So just add any item here. So for identification, this is how it would look like. So input your question here and then the answer keys. Then you can also set the score here. And if you want to add a new answer key, just click this add answer key green button here and it will add an empty answer key card. Okay, you can also delete it and then set the strictness level. So they are flexible and exact spelling match, and by default, it is set to exact spelling match. So that's it for identification. For enumeration, this is how it would look like. Input your question here and then the list of correct answers. You can also set if there's correct answers are processes, you can set it that the answers must be in order. You can also set the score per answer and how many of the correct answers you want. You only need the students or how many of the list of correct answer you need the students to give. So you can also do that and then set the strictness level. As well, by default, it is set to flexible. So that's it. Assuming that we have already added all the items that we want in our questionnaire. So we have an optional step here. So if you already have created many classes in your account and let's say you want to give this activity to other classes as well. So you can also copy this particular activity to other classes. So just have to click on those classes and this activity. You don't need to create this to the other class. Just copy this and it will appear on your other classes. So afterwards, just click create activity for it to be saved. So it will then ask us if you want to create sets for these activities. If you want to, just click how many additional sets you want. But for now, just click no things. And that's it. That's how we can create an activity here in GradeChum. Thank you very much.